Hi everybody and welcome back to some more MXGP2 here on this channel. Now in today's episode we're in Latvia for the championship race. I do apologise, I said in the previous episode it was the Czech Republic. That's the next one. Right, we're going to jump straight into this next race in this custom championship we're doing with Maximilian Nagl. And I think this one's going to be quite difficult. Now because we start in 22nd and we don't do any qualifying, I normally change the gear ratio for this Latvia circuit. And I have struggled to win on this one in the past. I think last time I had a race in it I got second place, but I just could not beat Febra. I think he's the one that beat me last time on this one to the finish line. I'm going to try my best to try and beat him this time, but it's not going to be easy, so we're going to get straight to the race. Plus we're going to do this one in first person to just up the level, so let's get straight into it and try and win this race. Right, so here we go with today's championship race in Latvia. It's on a sand surface. Now this start can be quite tricky if you don't get a good start. Now we're starting in 20 seconds, so we're on the far side, so we've got to try and cut across as many riders as we can to get a decent position. So we've got to be really good at the start here and try not to get knocked off. So let's see if we can get a good start. Oh god, that wasn't the best, but we can still correct it if we can get just across a few riders here. Now that's not too bad, stay on the bike. Oh, we've cut a few riders, and that's not too bad. I'll take that. And we're up to P9. So if we can get a nice turn into this left-hander here. We're right behind our teammate, and there's Coldenhoff as well. Let's try and get in behind them and just chase down the leaders. Looking in front, I think that's Roman Febra and Kyroli have taken the lead of this championship race. And we've got to try our hardest on this first lap to try and get close to them, because it is a hard circuit without changing the gear ratio. I normally put it on a gear ratio for a greater top end for this circuit, so we've only got it on default settings, whatever it's set on for Nagl's bike, but hopefully it should be okay. But we will see. We've just got to try our best. We've got 5 laps, so we've got an extra 2 laps than we normally do in the previous championship, so we've got quite a bit of time to try and get to the front. Let's try and get a good line through there. Got a couple of jumps there and managed to gain a few places. That's awesome. So we're up to P4. Can we get past Kyroli here? Yes, I think we can through that jump. Yes, so we're up to P3. Can we get close to Febra going into the end of this lap? Now this is a difficult corner here coming into the finish line. Oh god, just made contact with Febra's bike there, but he managed to get away. So we're up to P2. Right, we've got to try and stay with him as long as we can and just try and take our opportunity to pass. But he's managed to pull away slightly there. Got a nice jump over there. Now we've just got to chase him down. So this is going to be quite a difficult race, because even when I have taken the lead in this race, it's just trying to keep up and to stop him getting past. Because there's a lot of difficult corners which I don't always go over as fast as the AI. Now it's this corner coming up here I really struggle to get a good speed round. Now the AI go around it pretty quickly, but I always struggle. See, it just really slows me down trying to turn around and trying to hold the clutch and rev out. It's just really hard without coming off the bike as well. So we've just lost a bit of ground on Febra. We've got to try our best just to stay in touch. Oh god, put a little bit onto the corner section there. But there is a few turns on this circuit that I do better than the AI. I've just got to try and nail them, and hopefully we should be alright. We've got, oh god, we've got 2 bikes that have just taken us in that section there. Oh god, oh, there was a bit of a crash there, but I managed to stay on. Oh, I think that was the sail that came off there. Oh my god, I didn't mean to do that, just caught the back end of his bike, turned him round, but those sort of things happen. It's happened to me, so you've got to just carry on. But look at Roman Febra, he's pulled away because of that. That really slowed me down. Still got Kyroli, got a little bit 0.4 seconds behind. So we've got to be really, really good and try not to let him catch up and just try and concentrate on chasing down Febra. See if we can get close to him into this last section going into the 3rd lap. But this has been quite a fast race so far. The pace has been quite fast. So let's see what the lap time this is going to be for me. Oh god. He did a 1:45, I did a 1:46, so he's definitely almost a second quicker than I am, so we've got to try and improve on that. And we've managed just to pull it a little bit further away from Kyroli, so it is just down to whether I can catch Febra in these next couple of laps. We've got to get better. We'll just close down that gap. Let's see if we can get through this section a little bit faster. We've got to try and get better through this, around this corner for definite. Right, so here we go. Let's try and get better, tighter line. Oh, not too bad. Still went wide. I can't get as tight as he can. I mean, this is what the only problem doing this this series, where I don't do any adjustments on the bike. I don't always have the right setup for the circuits, but hopefully we can just find some sort of chance where we can get a little bit closer to him. He might make a mistake, it's happened before. Let's see if we can get closer to him through this section. So we need to get tight around those corners, just losing it slightly. Just giving Febvre more opportunity to pull away. He is about just over a second. Hopefully we can close that gap. You can just see the crash sign come up. There's loads of crashes going on behind me. As long as I don't get involved in that, I should be okay. Right, so see if we can catch up through this section. We can get a nice speed through there. That's not bad. Oh God, we're caught up with him slightly there. It was just over 2 seconds. I think we've closed that down slightly. Hopefully we brought it down to less than a second. Can we get a bit closer through this section? Oh, that's not bad. I can just start to see the back end of his bike. Can we get a little bit closer? That wasn't bad through there as well. So we've actually done, oh God, that was a faster lap. So we managed to do 1:45 on that lap. So we're definitely getting faster. But the gap on that last split point was still 2 seconds. But I think it's slightly smaller than that. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer on this lap. Oh God, nice and tight. Yes, we are starting to close down that gap. This is awesome here. Can we carry this on? Try really hard. We've only got just over 1.5 laps to do it, and we are starting to catch him up. This is a brilliant lap here. Can we just get a nice tight line? That was much better. Got a decent speed out of that corner as well. I think we should be able to catch him now coming up to this section. We seem to be pretty good through this section. Get a nice jump over there. That's awesome. Right. Oh no, he's just slightly pulled away. I think that's where the different gear ratio just comes into play on those longer sections there, and it's still just over 1.5 seconds. So we still are a little bit off the pace. We just lost it in this lap. We were starting to catch him on that last lap, which is really frustrating. Let's see if we can just try and gain a little bit of time through this section again. Get right up and close behind him and hopefully push him into a mistake if we can. Right. See if we can get a nice speed over these jumps. We seem to be quick through this section. Nice. Just pulling back on the right analog there just to get a nice speed through there. And we've closed down the gap. That's awesome. Let's see if we can get to nice speed through this section. Oh, we are starting to catch him coming towards this last lap. This could be interesting. Oh, getting right close behind him there. Right, it's all down to the final lap. Let's really go through this section fast. Yes, and that was an even faster lap again. Right, so we're only a second behind. Let's get a nice jump through there. And we're gaining on him. We're right behind him now, guys. Can we take him on this last lap? Right behind Robin Febvre. He's had a really clean race so far. That's really put him under pressure. Oh, God, didn't get in there quicker enough. He's just managed to pull away. Right, let's get a nice speed through this next section. Let's try not to get a nice... Oh, no! Oh, damn you. I've buggered it up. And I've come off, and Kai Rowley's overtaken me, so I've dropped down to P3. Oh, I cannot believe that. Just one mistake, and that was it. I was actually gaining on him as well. Right, we've got to try and take second place back, or at least get second place after this. Most of the race we've been sitting in that position, but Kai Rowley's got a decent lead over us as well through that crash that we've just had. Let's really try and go a little bit quicker through these last remaining sections of this track on this final lap. This has been quite a nightmare. I thought I'd struggle. I said at the start of the video we would probably struggle without changing the gear ratio, but we were very, very close. We did have a couple of good laps, which we've got to finish really strong if we want to get second place back, because Kai Rowley is still managing to maintain that gap. Right, we're coming towards the end here. I've got to do something special here if I want to get past Kai Rowley. Let's see if we can catch him up through this section. We've had a good speed through this section of the whole race, and that's not bad. We've gained a bit of time on him. Right, it's going to go down to the last few sections of this race. Can we take second back? This is going to be so close. Come on, can we do it? It's going to go down to the last corners. Can we get a nice jump through this section? Right, we're going to take a risk. Can we get past him? Oh, God, right tight into that section. And I think we got past him. Can we take him to the line? I think he's taking the inside line and over the finish line. Oh, I think we went over the same time. Did I get second? I'm not sure. Oh, my God, guys, look at that. We finished at the same time, but they've given me the second place. What an awesome recovery. Okay, we didn't win the race, but we finished strong to gain second place, and we still got 22 points, and we're still leading the championship. I'm actually going to leave a replay of that last lap, because that last overtake over Cairoli was absolutely brilliant. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I will see you soon for Czech Republic in the next championship episode. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye guys.